Jamie, at Bradford City for another year, but how good are you at snooker?
I'm probably better in football than I am at snooker, but we'll see how it goes, yeah.
I'll let you break off and we'll see.
Go on then.
So you've been at Bradford a few years now. Any kind of big moments that stand out to you, your favourites?
Probably the Carlisle goal. That was one of my favourite goals, not just for Bradford but in my career. So yeah, hopefully a few more of them next season.
So it's what it means as well as the goal itself.
Yeah, some people say, like, obviously we lost the second leg, which was disappointing, but the goal, just the atmosphere on the day and the feel about obviously it being a big game was fantastic, yeah.
Not a bad start. Can't teach that, can you? You cannot teach that.
Flying here. Who wants it? Come on.
So you said you were better at football. Would you say it's probably the most settled you've been at a club, the favourite club you've been at maybe, or?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think obviously other than being at home, probably being away from home, it's the most settled I've been. Obviously my kids are in school, my daughter starts school next year, so yeah, we're settled, and I'm looking forward to getting back pre-season and giving it another go, and hopefully we can have a successful one.
Been close the last two seasons really, obviously closer, 2 years going to the playoffs, but just missed out by a point this time. I think we've got the foundation to go ahead and potentially go further this time. I think it's looking good so far.
I think the first two seasons that obviously I've been here, the full season, and I think good shot. I think the start to the season's really probably been a big downfall for us. So I think if we can continue on from the end of last season, we can really have a successful season. Yeah.
Couldn't follow up a good shot there though.
Started too well, me.
You mentioned there about your children's family being settled in the area. Is that kind of a big thing that's helped you at Bradford more than other clubs maybe, or?
I think the feel to Bradford is a lot like the feel that I had playing for Hearts back home. The fans took to me quite early on. Obviously I stay in the city, in the area, so I get to speak to fans mostly on a daily basis. So I enjoy that part of it. My kid's been settled at school, my wife's been settled, so yeah, we're happy here, and as I said, I'm really looking forward to next season.
I think it was there was an away game earlier this season where I think you were a substitute and warming up at half time, and a few young fans were asking where Jace was and stuff. I guess just the fact that they've got that kind of your children have got that connection with the fans and friends in the area is a massive thing as well, isn't it?
Well, I was a sub, yeah. I can't. That's not right. Yeah, I think my son as well. He's always on social media, TikTok, Instagram, that stuff. And he obviously sees a few videos of me, he likes interacting with the fans, and I think he's well known around the stadium now, so yeah, he loves it. He's getting that a bit older, he's understanding a bit more about football, so yeah, he enjoys it.
Is he a Bradford fan?
He loves Hearts, but yeah, he supports Bradford as well. started too well, me, man.
Got your good shots out early. Why do you think it's been like that at Bradford then with the fans and how you've kind of settled in?
I think for me, obviously it being a big club with a big fan base and big expectations, I think from when I was back home playing, it was exactly the same. So I think other people and players maybe come to the club and they're taken back a bit by that expectation and that fan base and the criticism, whereas, you know, I'm used to that from being back home, and I kind of just took it in my stride and, you know, tried to deal with it as well as I can, and, you know, it worked out quite well for me on that front.
So that large fan base, that kind of added pressure at this level that other clubs don't experience, is something that helps you kick on, really?
Yeah, I think it's something we could probably use to our advantage more. You know, our home form probably over the 2 seasons I've been here hasn't, you know, been fantastic, and if you want to get promoted, it's something that we need to do better at, and it's something that, as I just said before, we can really use to our advantage to push us on next season.
I think it's over 13,600 season tickets now. I mean, it's just crazy, isn't it, when you think about it at League Two?
Yeah, I think, you know, when we were going through that bad spell, I think there was a lot of expectation that the season ticket sales were going to drop, but, you know, it just shows the loyalty the supporters have. You know, I can't thank them enough for the support they've shown me and my family since I came to the football club. So, yeah, I know, I think there'll probably be a few more that sign up before the start of the season, and if we start the season well, you know, we might hit 13,000, 14,000, so yeah. How long we got? Could be here a while.
Plenty of time, don't worry. I see a lot of players taking up golf in the spare time, maybe. Do you think you're more of a snooker man yourself?
Yeah, golf's just good for a walk, man. I've tried to play golf a few times. I played with the goalies at the end of last year. It's got a good day out, but it's not as good as snooker. A trick shot there.
Yeah, I was thinking myself in all the colours. That is a trick shot.
I meant it. Never despise the yellow.
Is it one of those sports you've always kind of played, or is it one you picked up later on, snooker, do you think? Or?
I always used to watch it growing up. Obviously Stephen Hendry, he was a Hearts supporter of the team that I played for as a kid and I supported, so I always looked out obviously for him and wanted him to win the World Championships, which he did a few times. More maybe just 3-4 years that I've just started playing, and then more so since I came here I've really took to it, and I think it's a good sport to relax away from footy, take your mind off things, and, you know, really just enjoy it.
So you've got a club local to ground, I think, haven't you, where you play?
Yeah, it's the Avondale Club it's called. One of my neighbours played there, so I just signed up, and then we made it a weekly thing, so every Thursday we go and play, and as I said, it's enjoyable. Time to relax away from footy and, you know, really enjoy playing there.
I think it's that sort of concentration, focus kind of aspect of it that you like, so you're quite tenacious as a player.
Yeah, I think just the whole aspect of the game, you know, as you said, it's really relaxing. You need to concentrate a lot, which you need to do in footy, so yeah, I love playing. As I said before, just take time away from the game and forget about footy, forget about life, and, you know, just enjoy a couple of hours. How can you undercut that? It's impossible, man.
Because you can have 3 good shots, then that's why it's so difficult, I guess, isn't it? The consistency level of it.
It's not until you actually play you realise how hard it is.
Yeah, they make it look easy, don't they, on
Yeah,
TV? It's far from it. I'm sure the fans will be in the comments asking, so asking myself, what's your highest break?
I'm not sure, I don't keep track of it, but I think I've got
So not many.
No, 25, 26 maybe. I enjoy playing it more than actually being good at it.
Yeah, well, you have to put a lot of time into be good at it, don't you? Which I guess you don't have as a player. Got a lot of gym stuff to do, and training.
Thought you said you had a trainer when you were younger.
When I was younger, yeah. A lot younger than I am now. I just let you in for the cameras anyway, don't I? So in terms of sporting idols for yourself, is Stephen Hendry up there, or?
Probably away from football, I'd probably say like Stephen Hendry, yeah. Like.
Not a lot of footballers seem to have that kind of interest in snooker, do they? I know they might play it, but to actually watch it and enjoy it like you have is probably quite different.
Yeah, I think more people look at it like you're the younger people and think it's a bit of an old man sport. But it's not until you actually play it and you realise how relaxing, how enjoying it is. I'm sure I've seen James Madison was at the Crucible.
Yeah, there's quite a few players now, like James Madison's getting involved into it.
Yeah.
Jota did a little bit on
I
Pro
see,
Snooker,
yeah.
which is quite good. Brief you on here, Jamie. So is your favourite sport outside of football then, do you think?
Probably that and like darts, yeah, I don't mind darts. 2 proper sports, isn't it? Oh no.
Judged to perfection. Well, you're better at darts than you are snooker anyway.
Huh?
Oh, you're better at darts. Could be here a while.
Sure.
Guess you get asked about the Carlisle goal a lot. What would you say your next best moment is at Bradford?
Well, I was hoping I was on for my first hat-trick in my career at Walsall, and then unfortunately got a red card. Probably Stevenage away. Obviously they were flying high at that time in the league, and I think we were behind a couple of times and then came back to win the game 3-2. So maybe probably that goal that I enjoyed as well.
Not as easy as it looks.
Here's football, man. Sure.
So I'll try and dull the blue for the cameras. No.
Some
Great
player,
shot.
me, man.
Found his stride now.
Just glad I've not potted the white yet. Usually have a few times by now.
It's flying now. There's a pool table at the training ground. Do you think you're the best player in the squad, or someone going to be better than you?
I think there's a few better pool players than me. Pool's easy, like.
Different games completely, aren't they?
It's more skill in snooker. So I'm more skillful, but there's better pool players than me.
So that's an open challenge to all the better pool players that you're more skillful than you.
Yeah, yeah. I actually went to the Crucible when I was on loan. When I came, the season I came on loan, I went to the Crucible. First time I've ever been. And Neil Robertson hit 147.
Now did you well, I mean, seeing a 147, you don't get much better than that, does it, I
Yeah,
guess?
the first time I went, I can't remember who he was playing, I forgot now, but one of my mates was down and they just seen if there was tickets. Obviously went along and seen that for the first time.
Obviously a lot of talk this year about moving from the Crucible. Do you think it should, or think it needs to stay at Sheffield?
I just think for like, there's so much history at the Crucible, it'd be tough to move it, but I think, you know, to move the actual sport on, the atmosphere and stuff like that, they might need to move it to another venue, but I think it would be tough to move it from the Crucible, yeah. I think if you look at darts and the way that that's progressed over the last couple of years, like, I think snooker needs to do something along that lines, but it's a bit more difficult, I think.
Yeah, he said need its own Luke Littler, don't they, to really kick it on, I guess.
What do you say?
Another Luke Littler to kick it on, kind of, in the snooker world.
Foul and a miss. You walk a 4. Yeah, I think that's a big problem as well, like probably the
Free ball.
the standard of the whole game. You know, Ronnie wins quite a lot of the tournaments, but in darts it's spread out across the board, so it's just a free ball, yeah.
Yeah, free ball. Because you just look at it in terms of the last 15, 20 years, it's been O'Sullivan, Selby, Robertson, Higgins, they're still the same names now that are winning everything and at the top of the game. So it's not really progressing in that sense, is it?
Yeah, I think, like you said, the way that Luke Littler's, you know, took darts to the next level in the last couple of months, I think snooker could really, you know, do with a player like that to come out of nowhere and really take control, but, you know, it's difficult. Try to snooker me there, yeah?
I did. Well, you've done me, so I think I owe you one back.
Do you need a snooker now?
No, I don't. Do you think going to the Crucible is one of those bucket list moments for a lot of sports fans that they should be doing, or one of those where you have to like the sport to appreciate the gravity of it?
I think, like, what I just said about obviously the atmosphere and trying to take the sport to the next level, and I think, but when you go to the Crucible, it's like, it's probably different from most sports, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
About the noise and like stuff like that, so I say it's probably one of the things that I always wanted to do, and then obviously to go and see Neil Robertson hit that 147 was obviously fantastic. Yeah.
Also seen a 9-darter in person at the University of Bradford Stadium.
Yeah, so I did actually. Maybe I'm a good luck charm, so hopefully we can get promoted next year. Yeah. Were you at that? Yeah.
Yeah, we covered it as a club, so I saw it as well.
Who was it? Gavin Price, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gavin Price hit it. I guess even just going to events at the ground like that shows how much you've integrated yourself with the club and the city, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think even a lot of times when I was injured, I'd go watch the games, stuff like that. I think the fans appreciate stuff like that a lot. It's always stuff I've tried to do in my career is build a good relationship with the fans, and you know, thankfully I've done that here. So I always try and do my bit in the community and you know, stuff like that. So I'll keep doing that next season. Yeah.
So PFA Community Champion, I guess it's something you do really take your pride in at the clubs you're at.
Yeah, it's probably not the most prestigious award I'd like to win, but as you said, I live in the area. Always try to do my bit for the community, which I know helps a lot from being back home. So yeah, I'll always try to do my bit.
It was a complete fluke.
I might hit the black here, you know. Oh, I do not believe it.
You deserve better than that.
Put a swerve on that, yeah.
Had to, mate. You left me snookered.
Did you play in the pool tournament, yeah?
No, I didn't. Did Darbs win that?
Darbs won it, yeah.
You reckon you'd have Darbs on a snooker table?
Yeah. I'll take anyone on snooker. I'm hoping we turn up for pre-season, they've replaced the pool table with a snooker table.
So that's an exclusive. Jamie Walker is the best snooker player in the Bradford City squad. You've not seen the new boys play yet. What if they've got a bit? Or do you reckon you're that confident? The new boys, what if they play?
Yeah, I know.
Are you confident that you'll have those as well?
I think Bobby plays a bit, doesn't he?
I don't know.
I think he does, yeah.
Not as good as you though, then, clearly.
Yeah. Better at football, but no snooker.
Frame ball would not have done that.
Should be game from here for you.
Seen that black?
We haven't done that.
There you go. Exhibition shot on the back to finish.
Deserve a ripple this. Oh.
Played, mate.
Jamie Walker on the first frame.
Thank you for showing us how good you are on the snooker table, and
Right.
we'll have a good season next season.
Yeah, cheers.